If you're one of those people for whom time is money, then you probably don't want to waste too much time getting between the places where you make that money. That means you want to be whisked to where you're going as quickly as the laws of physics will allow, but you still want to get there in comfort and luxury. If that's the case, then the monstrous new Jaguar XJR575 could just be the car for you. And we've come to a very misty Portugal to see what it's like. Climb inside the R and it's very familiar XJ territory. There's absolutely loads of room for 4 people, especially in the back where the boss is likely to sit. And there's loads of space in the boot for several suitcases. You've got a minimalist dashboard layout that centers around this touchscreen that controls, well, pretty much everything. But although it's got a lot of functionality to deal with, it could be rather easier to use, and the graphics could be quicker and slicker as well. And although most of the materials in here feel suitably posh, there are 1 or 2 finishes that do betray the feeling of quality ever so slightly. What marks the 575 out from your average XJ? Well, there are all these badges that act as a constant reminder of that figure, and those will be an acquired taste. But the quilted leather on the seats is a very nice touch. Now obviously the big news with the 575 lies under the bonnet, and it comes in the form of a 5-litre supercharged V8 with, you've guessed it, 575 horsepower. Now that is a pretty crazy number, and so a lot of the other numbers associated with his car, like the 0 to 62 time of 4.2 seconds and the top speed of 186. But when you first get in, you kind of wonder where those numbers come from. Yes, it is very quick indeed, but it builds speed in a steady, progressive manner, so it doesn't feel as bonkers as you expect. Turn the gear selector through to this S position, the engine throws off the shackles and becomes properly blow your socks off fast. The gearbox sticks with lower gears for longer, and that makes the power more readily accessible, and that makes things really come alive. If anything, the R is even more impressive in the bends than it is in a straight line. There is an immense amount of grip to call upon, and the body stays incredibly flat and level, and that means it changes direction really sharply. The steering also gives you the confidence to push the car hard because it's weighty, it's responsive, and it delivers lots and lots of feedback. So the 575, not exactly the smoothest chauffeur car you can buy, but it is a very fast way of getting between business meetings should you be after one of those. You won't be getting a lot of change out of 6 figures. Still, if you can seriously consider buying one and putting fuel in it, then you probably won't be too worried about the cost.